Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first of my videos that you're seeing. I'm Blue and I like to talk about figure skating. I'm so sorry I haven't uploaded for a few weeks. I did make a video rescoring some Alina Zagitova programs, but I've had issues regarding copyright claims and so haven't been able to post them. And then I got very busy in my personal life and with my other job. So I've only just got round to making another video. I am so sorry for the delay. This week's video is about a topic that I think people are discussing, but I've not seen anyone discuss in depth. So I'd like to do an in-depth video. And so this video is about how to save a sport. So the ISU in their income statement in 2023 highlighted that they had made a loss for the year financially. So they lost money compared to how much they'd spent on things like operating costs, prize money, etc. And if this trend continues, the sport will not be financially viable and the ISU will not be able to continue it. And so this kind of got me thinking, well, how do you bring more money into the sport? How do you get the sport, how do you make the sport more like financially viable and able to survive better? And so my first idea I kind of want to highlight with some examples. So I'm going to use Yuzuru Hanyu, Mao Asada, Yuna Kim, and then Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer as my examples. All of these skaters have had long careers stretching from their junior years all the way through good solid senior careers, and so people have been able to find them in juniors and root for them all the way from sort of junior Grand Prix events right up to the Winter Olympics. And I think that having those long careers can be really beneficial for a sport, because people want to see someone succeed. They want someone that they've almost watched grow up that they can follow. So one example from another sport is Tom Daley in diving, who is just recently retired, but he's been to I think 5 Olympics. And particularly in women's skating, there has been a lack of longevity and longer careers, with sort of champions coming up, winning everything, and then burning out. So I think if the ISU can encourage longevity in their skaters, then they're more likely to get consistent views across multiple events and multiple years. The next thing I want to discuss, I'm going to be using some of the Russian Grand Prix events as an example. So with events in person, I think ticket prices are way too high for a casual fan of the sport to even consider buying a ticket. So for the Russian Grand Prix stage, I picked stage 3 just as an example. From what I could find online, the tickets for each individual day is between sort of 30 and 50-ish US dollars. And then I just picked the NHK trophy just as a random, like, non-Russian specific Grand Prix event. And the tickets, depending on how much you're willing to spend each day, which section you're in, they range from 30 to 120 US dollars. So I get that the ISU is trying to, I guess, push people towards sort of the higher ticket prices so they can make more money. But if they instead lowered ticket prices and filled up the whole arena, they could generate more interest and get more income sort of overall. Rather, if you have sort of 5 seats full at $120 compared to 50 seats at, like, I don't know, $100 or $50, you know, that would be better and you'd get more people interested in the sport in the long run. So that's something I think the ISU could also consider, which then kind of leads me on to my next point. And my final and almost my main point is that the ISU really needs to increase the accessibility just of the sport in general. The sport needs to be easier for people to get into as a fan. So another example, again I'm comparing with Russian figure skating, is you can very easily find live streams for Russian competitions, the test skates, the Grand Prix events, the Russian Cup, the nationals. They're easy to find, and I found them based in the UK and they weren't geo-blocked. The ISU, sorry, they have streams for big events, but they're very often geo-blocked, and then buying the streaming services when, for example, for Peacock or Eurosport, anything like that, is another expense, and it's so much harder for a casual fan to get into. So I think that if the ISU wants to succeed in the future, they're going to need to make the sport more accessible. And that might cost them money in the short term, but in the long term, it could turn those losses into overall gains. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of the support and feedback that you give. If there's a video topic that you would like me to do, please let me know in the comments. My card with all of my links, like my Twitter, is linked in the description, and you can follow me on social media or give me video ideas on social media as well. The Junior Grand Prix is starting soon, so I will probably do a video about that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!